So coming onto all fours, and we start with some cat-cow stretching. So inhaling, gently pressing the tailbone up, opening the chest, and exhaling, pushing the floor away, arching the back up. And again, inhaling, the sit bones press up, and exhaling, press down through the hands and the shins, and carrying on, following your own breath for a few rounds. And then coming back to neutral for arm thread the needle. So with the right arm on the inhalation, reaching up, and then that arm sweeps down behind the left arm, bringing the shoulder towards the floor, moving at your own pace. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, coming down. And then on your next exhalation, stay down, and maybe reaching out with the arm first, and then the left leg comes out, and the top arm binds around, increasing the twist, breathing, experiencing the body. And then bring that top arm back, and bring the leg back in, and come back up onto all fours. And we take knee to elbow, so the right leg reaches back, the left arm reaches forwards, then exhaling, knee to elbow, inhale, opening out, and exhale, knee to elbow. So really working to stabilize the hips, and see if you can isolate the movement in the arm and the leg, following your breath, really reaching. And then bring the arm down and pulsing the leg up towards the sky. And then from here we come into Parigasana, so straighten out the leg, swing it out to the side, bring the foot in line with the knee, and then the left hand comes in line with the knee, and the other arm reaches up, and let's hold stillness first of all. So pressing down through the hand, the shin, and the foot that's on the floor, stretching right up to your fingertips. And then making big circles with the arm, exhaling down, inhaling up, and really feeling the sensations all the way down the body. Coming to stillness again, and lifting up that straight leg, so really working to stabilize and draw everything into the central line. And then bring that foot down and come all the way up, and reaching over the other way, so a nice stretch down the opposite side of the body. Come from here into a lunge, so bringing the arms in front of you, lift the leg up, swing it back, and then swing that right leg all the way forwards into a low lunge. And coming up, seeing if you can get both legs at right angles, so the front knee is directly above the ankle, and then just gently tilt the hips back to find that lovely stretch on the front of the hip of the back leg. Reaching up with the arms, keeping the front of the rib cage down. Again, isolating the movement in the shoulder joint, keeping your core really steady. And then going into a nice side stretch, stretching over the bent leg, reaching to the floor with your right fingertips, reaching up with the left fingertips, and then coming up and rotating the arms, exhaling as you reach forwards, inhaling as you open out. And then staying down, stepping that right foot a little bit further forwards into a lower lunge. And then taking it into a twist, so pointing your right toes out at 45 degrees, lifting the right arm up. And bring that arm down and shift the hips back into low pyramid. So gently easing into the muscles on the back of the leg, seeing where you want to position the torso to get the best experience of the pose, shape. And then coming up, bringing the hands forwards and stepping back into plank. So let's hold plank in stillness, pressing back into the heels, engaging the legs, pushing the floor away from you. Nice strong plank position. And then coming down, so bringing the knees down first, if that's better for you, lowering down, and we come into Sphinx. So elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms parallel, press into the tops of the feet, press down through the pubic bone. Really activate your Sphinx. And then if you want to, coming into Cobra, so lowering down, placing the hands under the shoulders, coming halfway up so the elbows stay bent, nice space between the shoulders and the ears, and nice engagement in the legs. Coming into child's pose, so lowering down, shifting the hands a little bit further back and pushing the hips up and back and taking some nice slow deep breaths in your child's pose. And we take the second side, starting with rotating the rib cage. So taking big circles with the rib cage, again pressing the floor away from you with your hands, away from you with your shins, taking your body through its full range of motion, really enjoying those sensations. And then reversing the direction, inhaling as you arch upwards and exhaling downwards. Coming back to neutral for arm, thread the needle on the left side. So left arm, inhale, reaches up, and then exhale, shoulder comes down. And following your breath, flowing up with the inhalation and down with the exhalation. Staying down, reach out with the top arm and the right leg, and maybe binding the arm back. Again, enjoying that twisting sensation through the torso. Balance between stability and mobility in the body. And then the arm comes back, the leg comes back in, coming back up onto all fours. For knee to elbow, so the left knee goes back, the right arm, and exhaling knee to elbow, inhaling, reaching out, exhaling in, inhale, reach right to your fingertips, to the tips of your toes, and carrying on in your own time. And then the leg stays up, the arm comes down, and pulsing the left leg up towards the sky. Really feel those muscles on the back of the body working. And then the leg stretches out and swings out to the side for Parigasana. Walk your hand back in line and reach up, and we hold stillness. the sensations travel down the body from the shoulder, really exploring your body. And then the arm reaches up and the leg comes up, again exploring stability, drawing everything into the core of the body. Then bring the leg down and coming up and stretching over to the other side. Really reaching up through that top arm, pressing down through the shin, breathing into the side of the body. And then bringing the arms down, swing that leg back, and we come into low lunge with the left leg forwards, coming up, making right angles with the legs, tilting the hip backwards to find the stretch on the front of the back hip. And then reaching up, the front of the rib cage stays down, so the core stays nice and stable, and the movement is in the arms. And then a side stretch over towards the left, reaching up, reaching down, bending towards that bent leg. And then coming up and rotating the arms, really reaching forwards, then opening out, exhaling down, inhaling up, flowing over the left leg. And then step the foot forwards a little bit, coming into a lower lunge, and then taking it into a twist so the left arm comes up, twisting towards your leg, pointing the toes out at a 45-degree angle. And then coming back down and shifting back into a low pyramid, easing down over that left leg to find the nice sensations on the back of the body. And then coming into plank. So coming up, bring the hands down, step the feet back, find your plank, push the floor away from you with your hands, neutral curves in the spine, strong legs. And then lowering down and coming into Shalabhasana, so lifting the legs, lifting the chest and rotating the arms so the thumbs point up. Reach to your fingers, reach to your toes, keep breathing, and then coming down. And maybe coming into upward dog, so shifting the hands back level with the chest, pushing down through the arms, pushing down through the tops of the feet. Keep the body really strong and energized. And then exhaling, lowering down and coming back into child's pose, so shifting the hands back, pushing the hips back onto the heels, reaching the arms forwards and breathing in your child's pose. And then coming up from your child's pose into a squat, so placing whatever you need under your heels, and in your squat working to lift up through the chest and find neutral curves in the spine. Don't worry about how far down your hips come. And then if you want to, coming forwards into a crow pose, so bringing the hands shoulder width apart, placing the knees on the upper arms, and maybe playing with the balance or lifting the feet up wherever you are with the pose. And then coming back into your squat, and then from the squat